Hi guys, it's David again. Since this is going to be my last video on the National Hockey League for a while, I wanted to elaborate on my last video, what I meant. Guys like Steven Stamkos could have stayed in TV, right? Marchessault could have stayed in, in Vegas, and, Peter Angelo could have stayed in St. Louis, and Marner could have stayed in Toronto if you would have all just been not so greedy. This is what I'm talking about. You guys aren't dedicated to the teams you're playing for. You're more interested in money. That's why I think you're pathetic. So that's why I don't care about the money part of it. I care about the dedication part of it. But you guys are asking for too much. You're making it impossible for a normal guy to go to a hockey game. You want him to spend his whole paycheck on 3 hours of entertainment just for you. $10 for a beer at a game? Really? When you can get a 6-pack? Give me a break. You guys are pathetic. So, John Tavares, he's dedicated to Toronto because he just signed for, less than he could have. Right? Guys that dedicate themselves to the team and are willing to lose money and put it towards a team who's going to build a Stanley Cup. It doesn't take two $15 million players. It takes a whole team of $4 million players and making it cheaper for the NHL people to go and support you. But no, you don't take into account that there's people that work at McDonald's that like the Leafs, but they can't afford to go to a game. Right? So I'm going to elaborate again. You guys are pathetic. If you think you're worth more than the average human being, you make me sick. You know why? Because you can't take it with you. Get that through your head. What do you need $100 million for? $2 million is enough for anybody to live on for the rest of their life, no matter how high the cost of living is, and then they'd be able to even afford to go to a game. So, yeah, I have a high respect for people who are dedicated to their teams. People that are underrated, that still got their numbers retired. Look at Mikko Koivu. Not number 9 with the Wild. He dedicated his whole career to them. I don't remember him ever playing for another team. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Right? Anyway, I hope, even though I know Mikko Rantanen has already won a Stanley Cup, right? I hope his career goes down the drain. I really do. I don't want to see anybody get injured, right? I know God has chosen the path for everybody, right? But you're still making it hard for most people. And that applies to every sport. Guerrero just signed $500 million for 13 years. Who the hell needs that much money? That's more than a lottery. Anyway, football, basketball, it's pathetic. And, like I said, I have the highest respect for players who are willing to take a pay cut to put it towards a team that actually wants to win rather than revolving around somebody's ego. McDavid. I just know people like Austin Matthews are going to head to the States as soon as they get an opportunity. He doesn't want to be in Toronto. Right? You fucking hate it so much, go somewhere else. Anyway, you make me sick. Next time, bless everyone.